Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Scrolling through my feed the other day, I got to thinking, just how much money do these soccer stars rake in? And I'm not just talking about their fancy footwork on the pitch.
Right, right.
So today we're kicking off a deep dive into that very question. We're strapping on our business cleats and exploring the wild world of athlete endorsements, ventures, and how these players build empires that reach way beyond the stadium.
It's a fascinating side of the sport, that's for sure. A whole different ball game, you could say.
Now, I don't think it's a secret that someone like Cristiano Ronaldo is practically a one-man brand these days, as much a business mogul as a soccer legend.
Oh, absolutely.
I was reading that his estimated earnings for 2022-2023 were somewhere around an eye-popping $136 million.
Wow.
$136 million. But get this, only about $46 million of that was actually from his team contract.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's the thing a lot of people don't realize.
So where's that other 90 million coming from? What, endorsements and stuff?
Exactly. That right there is the sound of endorsements, smart investments, business-savvy athletes leveraging their global fame to build these incredible financial empires. It's becoming more and more common, especially with soccer.
It's mind-boggling when you think about it. Are we really saying these guys are making almost as much, if not more, off the field as they are for actually, playing?
It's happening more and more, you're right. And it makes sense when you consider the kind of stage these athletes are playing on. We're talking a global audience of millions, sometimes billions of fans. That's an insane amount of marketing power, especially in today's digital world with social media amplifying everything.
True, true. And speaking of global reach, what about that massive Nike deal Ronaldo has? That's got to be worth $1 billion, right?
Yeah.
With a B.
You're not far off. That Nike deal is the stuff of legends, even in the world of sports contracts. It's the biggest endorsement deal in sporting history, by far.
So a sponsor slapping their logo on a jersey, that's just the tip of the iceberg then.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more to it.
What else is out there? How do these deals actually work?
Well, you've got your classic endorsements, like the Nike example, an athlete lending their face, their name recognition to a brand,
Yeah.
right? That's the big one. But it's not always that simple.
Right.
You've also got sponsorships, which are similar, but they're usually more integrated into the athlete's actual career.
Hmm.
So think like a star striker who only wears one brand of cleats, or a goalie sporting those specific gloves every single match.
Ah, I see. So it's less about just being a famous face and more about what aligning with specific brands that actually fit their sport, how they play it.
Exactly. And then you've got licensing and merchandising, which is a whole other ball game. That's where you get all those jerseys flying off the shelves, the video games, posters, even athlete branded products, you name it.
Wow, it's like they're walking, talking billboards.
Mhm.
But even more than that, they've got their own product lines.
It's huge, and it's a really smart way for these athletes to, capitalize on their fame, build a lasting brand for themselves, even after their playing days are over, ideally.
And speaking of planning for the future, you mentioned Ronaldo's hotels and all his real estate stuff earlier.
Mm.
Are we talking about athletes becoming like full-blown business moguls now?
You got it. It's not just about those big endorsement checks anymore. A lot of these athletes are incredibly sharp. They realize they can leverage this fame they've got, build these business empires. And Ronaldo's a prime example. Hotels, real estate, the guy's got his hands in everything.
It's amazing. So we're talking hotels,
Yeah.
investments. What else are we seeing out there?
Honestly, the sky's the limit. We're seeing athletes launching their own clothing lines, tech startups. Some are even getting into media and entertainment. Even charities and foundations using their platform to give back.
It's incredible. It's like they're using their influence to make an impact in all sorts of ways now, not just on the field.
Yeah.
But this is a lot to handle. I mean, I can barely manage my own bank account. How do these athletes even begin to navigate all this stuff? The endorsements, investments, building businesses, they must have a whole team of people working for them, right?
Oh, absolutely. You can't do it alone, that's for sure. That's where agents and management teams come in.
So it's not just about negotiating contracts with teams anymore, huh?
Nope. A good agent these days, they're worth their weight in gold, honestly. It's not just contracts, it's finding those lucrative endorsement deals, connecting athletes with the right brands, managing their public image, even advising them on investments. It's a full-on business operation.
I bet. Sounds intense, especially when you remember that their careers as athletes are so short.
That's the thing, yeah. Unlike a normal career that might last decades, an athlete's at their peak for what, 10, maybe 15 years if they're lucky.
Right, and that's if they don't get a career-ending injury. It's not all sunshine and roses, is it?
It's tough. High pressure, high stakes. That's why it's so important for them to secure their financial future while they're on top. These endorsements, the businesses they build, those investments, it all adds up to a safety net.
Makes sense. It's like they're playing a whole different game off the field, and the stakes might even be higher when you really think about it.
100%. And it makes you wonder, are we seeing a fundamental shift in how we view athletes? I mean, are we moving away from just seeing them as sports stars and into this new era of like the athlete entrepreneur?
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Like when I see Ronaldo these days, it's not just the goals that come to mind, It's the hotels, the brands, the whole empire. Is that what's in store for the future of pro sports?
Well, it's a good question. I don't know if there's one answer that fits everyone. Every athlete's different, right? Some might be all about those endorsements, sticking with big brands. Others might go all in on building their own thing from scratch, become real entrepreneurs.
We're talking about a whole new level of influence these athletes have now, and not just on the field.
Exactly. And that's what I find really fascinating about all this. It's not just about the money, right? These athletes are using their platforms to actually make a difference in the world, whether it's through businesses, charity work, or just speaking out about issues they care about.
Yeah, and they've got a pretty big megaphone to get their message out there.
Yeah.
Millions of fans hanging on their every word.
That's the power of it, right? This whole new era where athletes are more than just athletes. They're influencers, entrepreneurs, global icons even.
It does make you wonder, though, does all this change things between athletes and fans? I mean, it's one thing to root for someone on the field. It's another to be, financially invested in their business ventures. It's a whole different ball game.
It's the big question, isn't it? How does this athlete as brand thing affect how fans feel about them? Do they feel more connected knowing their idol is also this savvy business person? Or does it create some distance?
So much to unpack there.
Yeah.
It seems like being a pro athlete these days, it's gotten way more complex, but also way more interesting, right?
For sure. It's constantly changing, always something new happening. But one thing's for sure, it's a really exciting time to be a fan. Seeing how this new generation of athlete entrepreneurs are shaping the future of sports.
Couldn't agree more. And that's what I love about these deep dives. You start off with a simple question: how much do these guys actually earn? And next thing you know, you're down this rabbit hole of business deals, endorsements, and how the whole fan-athlete relationship is changing. Wild.
It just shows you there's always more to the story, even in something like pro sports.
Well said. So there you have it, folks. Next time you see your favorite soccer star score a screamer or lift that trophy, remember, that's just one part of their journey. The business of being a pro athlete, that's a whole other ball game, and it's being played both on and off the field. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.